Happy Thriving Thursday. Happy Thriving Thursday. Hello, hello, hello. I'm like, I don't know where the conversation is going to go, but what I will say is I'm starting to like the idea of going live, but it's different on every platform. Like going live on YouTube is different than going live on TikTok. Those are the only two places that I go live. Those are the only two. So, well, yeah, those are the only two places that I go live, and those are the only two places where I'm, I guess you could say, where I'm active on social media. Like, I have other platforms, and I'll, go on there every once in a blue and see what's going on and like a few things. But as far as like engaging with my own content and putting my own stuff out there, just YouTube and TikTok. So if you ain't with the gang, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But yes, happy Thursday, everyone. Anyone that will tune in or anyone that will watch the replay, I appreciate you. And hopefully it is a thriving Thursday for y'all. I was mad about, well, not mad about, but like a little salty. I used to, and I still do whenever I can, but I like to dress in the colors that are specific to each day. Like today, Thursday. Depending on what you follow, for Thursdays, the color is purple. The color is purple. And one of my clients that I normally see on Thursdays, she was in purple head to toe. And I was like, dang it. It was a reminder. Like, I should have stuck with my first mind, or purple shirt or purple underclothes. Nobody knew. But I can't even see who's here. Hello. Hello, everyone. What's going on? Why can't I see who's here? Hello, you guys. I'm just chatting. So talk to me. Hello, everyone. I got a nice little drive, so I decided color for Thursday is purple. Hi, Soccer Funny. How are you? You like soccer and you funny? I need you to tell me a joke. What's your question? Be respectful now. I was talking about, when I first got on, I was talking about earlier how going live on YouTube is different than going live on TikTok. And TikTok is a little spicy on TikTok. So you gotta be careful. But what's your question? While we wait for your question. But yeah, like I was saying, on Thursdays, um, the color is purple. And I was like so salty that I didn't have purple on, and seeing my client with purple, I was like, damn, I knew I should have stuck to my first mind. Like, I seen a purple hair tie, but I was like, it don't really go with what I got on. Even though I have on black, gray, and white, I could get away with it, but sometimes I can get a little anal like that. But she just reminded me, like, keep doing what you've been doing. Like, even if it's something small, it could be purple. Like I said, purple undergarments. Nobody's gonna know but you. You can carry it around like amethyst or something, just something purple that's significant to you. No, I cannot. Where's the coins? Where's the money? I mean, shout out to that person. Is that your team or something like that? Shout out to them, but you can't get no free promo over here. But I appreciate you asking though. Clearly you see something that, you know, would probably help you. But no, I cannot. So I'm willing to collab though. Willing to collab. But yeah, today is Thursday, Thriving Thursday. So hopefully all of you are doing good. Like I said, I should have put on purple, but there's always tomorrow. Most high willing. And tomorrow, the colors are pink, which I know a lot of people know. Like, just think about Nicki Minaj's album, The Pink Print, or whatever. Pink is a good color for Friday, which is, for love. Thank you. I got it the first time I went to Florida, to Miami. I love Florida. That's why it's like this. I love this worn look, but this has come over time. Like I think I had this hat since like 2010 or something like that, and over time it's just distressed to this. Hi EJ. Hi all of you. New people coming in, just chatting. Ooh, traffic is a little crazy. America, of course. Well, you wouldn't know that. I can't say of course, but America. Probably until I travel somewhere else, but I always love home. No matter where I go, I love home. What's your favorite country? Where are you from? I'm getting a vibe that, yeah, I am, you guys. I'm getting a vibe, soccer funny, that you're not from here. Speaking of that, how many of y'all got to tap in with the football? I will. I'm a safe driver. How many of you guys got to tap in with FIFA? I was so mad that I didn't get a chance to go to any of the in my city we went all out. As I'm sure every city that hosted did, but my city went all out and I didn't get a chance to partake in the festivities. Kind of upset about that. You did? So are you a part of like an official team, or you just really like soccer? I was just gonna represent. I think my sister said that her boyfriend like Brazil, so of course I was gonna get a team shirt for them. Now, I don't mind because I'm not really like into it like that. I just like the camaraderie of it all. People coming together. Like I said, the city that I'm from, like unless there's something good going on, it focuses on the crime and stuff like that. So seeing everybody from all over, first of all, just come to America, and second of all, like come to my city and some of the surrounding cities. Yeah, Brazil or Spain, same. But come to America and come to the surrounding cities and just have a POV America is like versus what they see on TV and you know the stuff that's pushed on the media. Oh, congratulations! So what is this whole Tekka thing? What is that? Soccer funny, if you don't mind me asking. I know the celebration was crazy. Um, anyway, and it's so funny that I was talking about Thursday being being associated with the color purple, and these like top fan little gift things next to people's names is purple. I'm pretty sure it's always purple because I think even when I'm on other people's lives, it's purple. But it's just so fitting. I was born on a Thursday. And, purple signifies royalty and just greatness. Purple isn't my favorite color, but it's probably like I like purple, but purple is my favorite color. But yes, I was mad that I didn't put on any purple today. I'm like, I could at least put a little amethyst in my pocket, in my bag or something. Hi, you guys. Hi, everyone that's coming in. I'm so glad that the GPS did not take me on the highway. Take me through there. Take me through there. Yeah, I need some good music to listen to. Like some good new music. Because I can get stuck in the early 2000s and mid 2000s a lot when it comes to music. So if any of you guys in here have any like good music recommendations or artists, send them my way. Preferably conscious and clean, but you know, I like a little hood bop. I ain't even gonna front. But minimum. I'm trying to, lessen the amount of degenerate degenerative and toxic music I consume and content I consume, because it's all over. All of that stuff is all over. You find that stuff everywhere. Put me onto the music that's going to make me elevate. I mean, they could talk about getting money and elevating and stuff like that, but it's art. Make me be like, damn, the way they just flipped that was crazy. Like, I love it. Instead of money, bitchs, and hoes. Like, I need some new music to listen to. Hello, you guys. Who's all in here? Well, not who's all in here, because I can see how many people are in here, but it's like people keep jumping in and out. How do you guys even find people's lives? Like, does YouTube just recommend lives and, you guys just click? Do any of y'all follow me? Hello, everyone coming in. I was just chatting a little bit about FIFA and also about it being Thriving Thursdays and the days of the week having specific colors associated with them. Oh, and music. I need some new music recommendations. But other than that, that's about it. I wanted to ask this person about Tekka, but I guess they left. You know what's interesting? When you sit back and think about life and like all the mistakes that you made, you want to be tight about it. And this just pops up in my head because I go through this, periodically where I'll think about the things that I accepted and the things that I hope to see that. I think about the things that I accepted and the things that I allowed, and then it's like you really have to sit there and just apologize to yourself and not stay on it too long, because it's like you'll get yourself upset all over again. Um, Thinking about the things that you allowed and the hardships that you had to go through, the hard lessons that you had to learn because you didn't know any better. Excuse me. Like, you didn't know any better. And instead of beating yourself up, again, you could just be, kind to yourself and think every part of you, think every part of yourself that made it through those hard times. Like, well, not messing with you. Talk to me, people. I'm just chatting. I was really just sitting here chatting, starting to chat about not being so hard on myself when I think back on the different experiences I had and I accepted less, or I didn't know any better, and those thoughts start to surface. Who's what? Okay, I'm gonna keep it a beam. I'm gonna get back on that topic. But what I want to know is when people click on lives, like, what do y'all be looking for? Do you know, or you just hopping around? Is it like how it used to be, like in chat rooms? Like, you just, I guess that's what it is, just like video chat rooms. People just jump around. People just jump around to see what's going on. And I can dig it. I can dig it. But yeah, like not holding myself to those mistakes and not erasing all the pleasant and good parts of me that have always been and that has come from learning my lessons and not staying stuck in those places like, damn, I really allowed that to happen. Like I really allowed that person to play in my face. Like I didn't know any better. Now if you knew better, it's a different story, but you still gotta forgive yourself. Because if you really had purged everything you needed to purge, and if you really learned your lesson, even with you knowing better, you wouldn't have committed, those acts. You wouldn't have done those things. You wouldn't have allowed those things to transpire had you really, really, really learned your lesson. Like, because you can be aware of something, but applying yourself, totally different. Totally different. Oh, I love the fact that we're going on Kelly Drive. My city is so beautiful. Like, definitely gonna experience other places, but my city is so beautiful. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Oh, well, the water is a little murky now, but it's always like my city is just so beautiful. And this is not even. This is nothing really. This is nothing really. You would have to wait and see me like actually on the drive. Like I love my city so much because there's so much greenery, so much water. Like when you go into some of the woodlands, at least for me, I forget sometimes that I'm in a city. Depending on how deep in the woodlands you go, and in some of these parks, sometimes you don't hear no cars honking. You don't hear people fussing. You might see a little debris, a little trash, because people are just, you know, I'm not the only one that goes down there. Some people don't respect nature. Um, Even though if you let them tell it, they down there preparing for doomsday. Okay, they got their babies down there strapped on their back, and they down there trying to figure out, goddamn, how they gonna survive in the woods in case something pop off. But it's so crazy because when I was on live the other day, I went past here, and this is not my normal route. This is my normal route for Thursday. I get to say hi. Like I was telling people in my other live, like I ride past this spot where my great grandfather used to fish. So I kind of use it as like a memorial, a little makeshift memorial, and to pay honor to him whenever I pass it. He loves to fish. But yeah, like people be preparing for doomsday down in the woodlands, so you will see a little trash. But other than that, you don't hear no cars honking, no people, nobody arguing, no mess going on. You can just immerse yourself in nature. Have y'all ever heard of what is it called? It's called forest bathing. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking about that today. I need to go forest bathing. I did it one time before. One time I was like, really, I was going through it. I was a little stressed. I ain't gonna say a little. I was a lot of stress. And I just had heavy emotions on me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go hiking. I ain't been hiking in a while. I'm gonna go hiking, go to the woodlands. There's this wildlife refuge close to where I live. And I had gone there a few times before, so I think this was like last summer. So I was like, let me go there and just walk it out. I walk it out, walk it out. I went there, was walking, and then I just got to a certain point where you could like walk down the hill, and before I knew it, civilization was way up. Like I just, and everybody and everything on the path was way up the hill, and I was way screamed. People might not hear me type of situation. So I was down there, and I was just sitting on this rock. I had brought a blanket with me because I knew, like, you're gonna end up sitting on the ground or sitting somewhere, so just take a blanket with you. I took my blanket and I just sat there. And then I ended up taking my fanny pack off and sitting on. Whoa, he was way too close. I ended up taking my fanny pack off and sitting on that because I just put my blanket over top of me, and I just started bawling. And it was like the forest, the woodlands was just like holding me like a baby, and I was just bawling. And then like these two kids, well, I don't want to say kids, they was like teenagers. They ended up kind of walking down nearby, and they were just looking at me like, "What's up with her? Like, I'm crying. What the fuck? Like, what do you mean? What's up with me?" But like, I felt so much better after that, and I had never heard of rain, like forest bathing beforehand. Like, it was so dark, and the trees were like intertwined with one another. Like, I felt so covered and so protected. Like, I just had to let it out. I just let it out. And then after that, I continued my walk, and it was so crazy is that I thought I was sitting by a part of the creek, quiet on the creek. I wasn't crying, child. I was bawling, bawling. I'm bawling. This is the problem. Like, I need to stay focused. I need to stay focused. If I'm not channeling a song, I'm channeling like a movie or a saying or something like that, and then I just lose my train of thought. But yeah, after I was done crying, I just made my way back up to the path and continued to. Oh, that's what I was saying. I thought I was crying by the creek. See what I mean? Talking about crying on the creek or being quiet on the creek, and totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, I thought I was sitting by a creek, which I was. I even saw a little turtle. Y'all know those are my peoples. Squirtles, like Pokemon, all that. Yeah, I saw a turtle. The water wasn't super shallow. It started raining. After I cried, it stopped raining. And then all of a sudden, like, the water just started to move, and it was just mud left. And I'm like, where did all that damn water go? Like, where did that water go? Like, what the hell? So that was that. I don't know. And I know water, wades and it moves, but it was like a lot of water to where you wouldn't have thought this water would like move or shift or after it's done raining. Like, it was a lot of water. It was at least like, I want to say at least like 3 feet of water. Well, all right, I might be dragging it. It was like 2 feet of water. 2 feet of water. But it wasn't there no more. Like, and I was sitting there at least for like 45 minutes. I dried my tears. I'm like, where the hell does that water go? Now that I'm thinking about it, I guess that was the symbolism. Like, after I got, all that stuff down, emotion out of my body, and I released. The sky was crying with me, and they said, "Okay, we feel better now. Pack this shit up. Pack the water up." Like, the water got packed up and went about its way. But I love forest bathing. I love forest bathing. I need to do it. It's just been so hot, and then when I'm not working or planning stuff or creating content, I just be wanting to be in the house, like big homebody, big time homebody thing. I just be wanting to be in the house, but at the same time, I be wanting to be outside. But if I'm outside, I either want to be eating yummy foods, having yummy, drinks, having yummy conversation or entertainment. I want to be relaxing on the beach by the water. When in doubt, put me by the water. That's why I was saying earlier, like, I love my city because there's so much greenery and water, whether it's a lake or, a river, or just listen. And then not only that, I'm close enough to the shore where I can go to Delaware or Jersey or what have you and just have a time. I just love being by the water. So no matter where I go, I be like scoping out where's the best spots to sit by the water. Let me by the water. Probably was a mermaid in one of my past lives. I don't know. No. But I love the water, y'all. I really do. So much so, like, woo, as soon as it get hot, I don't know, turn on the sprinklers, take me to the pool. I was just at the pool with the kids, like, what, a week ago? About a week ago. When is in the big no? See, this is why I need recommendations for new music. So even if I do have an outburst or a channel song, it could be something new, something feel good, something that has to do with expansion and prosperity, but still talking your shit. I love when an artist can articulate wherever they are in life, which preferably is in a space of expansion and newness and growth. And they just talking that, like, they talking that shit, but they not using no curse words really. Like, you know what I'm saying? They popping their shit. That's the type of artist I want to be. Even though I'm not trying to be an artist. But, if it happens, I, I get a ghostwriter, like, I'm going to need them to really spit that shit. Like, I like to pop my shit. But I like to do it, with class and a little sass, It needs to fit. Because some people good at popping their shit and they don't really have to say anything. You just feel it when you see them. Like, damn. There's a little farmer's market going on. See what I mean? Like, people be in and out. Well, I don't think y'all can see that. Y'all can see it. I can see it, though. Like, people just be in and out. Do I want to go this way? Not really. So I feel like they be trying to set me up and have me in traffic. But yeah, I need to hear new music with people popping their shit. Cause as soon as the top drop, like, all you gonna see is my curls blowing in the wind. Not these curls, but my curls blowing in the wind, and me popping my shit. Hello, hi, hello. Guess you're the only one in here. I feel like that's why people be leaving too, cause first they'll see like 20, then 6, then one person, and they be out like, oh, ain't shit going on here. Hello. Talk to me, say hi. But yeah, summertime is definitely the time to have the top dropped and to be popping your shit. I mean, if you're in that mood. But that type of music always, like, gets me riled up, even if I'm in a bad mood or, I'm not feeling my best in the present. Like, you just need music and things around you that remind you of greatness, things that remind you of elevation and expanding. Like, because other than that, what are we talking about here? But we're coming up on 30 minutes. Do you know you have 30 minutes? 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes. We're coming up on 30 minutes. I didn't want to stay on here long. Ooh, I just wanted to chat, really, because I had such a long drive. But like I said, I'm enjoying going live, talking to people. I need to, get acclimated with live culture. Philly? Who you? How you know we in Philly? How you know we in Philly? Squeeze. Philly is definitely in the building, but who are you? Talk to me. I was about to get off here. Now I want to know. Drop a Philly fact that only Philly people gonna know. Then I know it's real. Drop a Philly fact only Philly people know, so I know it's real. Oh, they are upset. Oh, Philly was in the building and Philly left the building. Oh shit, what's up, y'all? Talk to me, say hi. Cause on my end it's saying that y'all leaving. There's nobody in here, but now I see there's some people in here. Okay, Mr. Squeeze, where's the Philly fact? Let me know it's real. If you really in Philly, if you really about that. See? I'll just be chatting. But don't mind because I'm just chatting too. Just chatting. Oh, you drawn now. DH, you drawn, DH. Hey, no, let me not disrespect you. You drawn now. But you only said that because you know a Philly person going to say that you drawn. That's why you said that. Pets and Genos? Come on now. I don't do that. Never. Never, ever. Never would we ever do that. I keep seeing sevens. That's why you didn't even spell it right. But you right though. Dang, why would you say that? Because now I want some. They line just be in the way. I don't know how. I haven't been to Sid Booker's in a while. They line used to be crazy. And it's the summertime too. But I could definitely go for some shrimp. It's Sid Booker's. But I'm gonna let you live. Yeah, the shrimp. I've never had anything else. They fries is trash. But maybe I'm sure that's not what they're known for. The shrimp does one thing and one thing only, and that's smack. But I haven't been here in so long. I've been on I don't wanna say a diet. It's just a way of life for me. Like I'm used to eating healthy, then not so healthy, eating healthy, not so I was gonna say I ain't have a cheesesteak in a while too. But don't ever put pets in jeans in my chat again. You steering the people wrong. You at least say ishkabibbles. If you gonna say any type of chain, cheesesteak spot, say ishkabibbles. Don't say no damn pets and jeans. Cause then I'm pulling your card. Okay, thanks for that. This old helmet. Like what? I don't eat bacon though, love. But thanks. Is it good? How long that take? Y'all be saying anything. Oh no, the clock part. Clock bar gives me PTSD. What you just Googling stuff? Let me find out you just Googling shit. I haven't been to the clock bar since 2020. And before that, never been inside the clock bar a day in my life. So that should tell you something. And the boy I went with, he was just thirsty to get me out. It was 2020, wasn't nothing open. Don't judge me. But I'll never go again. Food was trash. Drinks was okay. But it was 2020. Fresh, you know what? The worst. Never been to the clock bar again. And like I said, I never been before that. I don't even think they sell. No. No, what? You just naming spots still. We went from cheesesteaks to the clock bar. The clock bar sells cheesesteaks. I thought they only sold like seafood and like little finger food and stuff like that. I used to live around there too. Only been there once in 2020, and that was well after moving out of that neighborhood. Damn, now I really want some shrimp from Sid Booker's. But I'm gonna be good. Just had a salad for lunch. Be good to the weekend. I've been having a taste for lamb, like bad, bad, bad. Like either lamb chops is cool. Like I'll tear some lamb chops up, but more so like Mediterranean style lamb. Oh my gosh! One time I was in New York, had the best lamb burger of my life. I think I was in Brooklyn. I want something like that, like a lamb burger, crab legs, fish fries. Yeah, the huge. I haven't had good crab legs from a restaurant in a while. I just be making them at home. Like I don't gotta pay no service fee. I can use all the butter I want, all the seasoning I want. But I do like being treated. Like I like being serviced, but sometimes you wasting your money. I got crab legs in the freezer. I haven't cooked. They probably freezer burnt. But yeah, I ain't going to the clock bar. You can pay me to go inside the clock bar today. Not saying, it's for who it's for, but it ain't for me. Like I said, when I went, the best thing was the drink, and the drink wasn't even hitting like that. This fresh CO COV-19. Why y'all drinks not hitting? I mean, I ain't have to pay for it, but still, like, just because I'm not spending my money don't mean I still want quality. You know what? I haven't been in there yet, but you're right. Just make your own. I definitely make my own. Grab a bottle. I don't really drink hard liquor no more, for real, for real. My body is just like, Niz, don't do it. But get a bottle of wine. Yeah, maybe a bottle or two. Have your crabs. Again, you can add whatever you want. I can have as much corn. I can have as much broccoli and potatoes, as much shrimp and crabs. I'm not like crazy seafood bull. I don't do like mussels and oysters and all that. It's not really my thing. But crab and shrimp, oh yes, for sure. How old are you, Mr. Squeeze? Loot and Choose, I've only heard about that. I never got a chance to. Is that still a thing? Are they still open? No, right? I don't hear people talk about that anymore. Who are you? Now I want you to disclose your identity, as if I know all the everybody in Philly. I don't at all. I'm not one of those people. I'm in the cut. Being live and stuff on social media is so new for me, but I'm doing stuff outside of my element. But yeah, Lou and Choose, I've only heard about those places. Never been. Never been. Shit, even the stuff I used to go to as a teen is not barely even open anymore. I was just having that chat with my mom. Like, it's a little salty due to gentrification that a lot of like historic buildings and places that you could go to and eat and just view they don't even exist anymore. It's like, damn, I get grown and here comes gentrification. It's crazy. I love my city so much, but it's time to go. Actually, I just lived in Germantown and Erie Ave. How you gonna tell my life? I was uptown too. That's pretty much where I grew up, where I jumped off the porch at. Oh no, why am I putting it in there? Let me find out. Who is this? Who is this? Let me find out. But you talking about High Spectre Bye, Spectre. um, she not really on my radar for real, for real. Do you like Madonna? Yeah, I lived everywhere except for South Philly and the Northeast. Moved around a lot, but like I said, I jumped off the porch. Um, Uptown. Mhm. Mhm. My bad. You was asking. The way you typed it, I thought you was telling me. Telling my whole life. Ooh, that's nice. Are there any black women in here? LTM likes black women. Last time I checked, I was brown. Real brown, too. I love my skin that I got. I went to Girls High. I went to Girls High. What is that, Fells? I'm going to get out of here, y'all. It was good chatting with y'all, though. Mr. Squeeze. Now you gonna change it. Chill. No, it's black women out here. Sure, you probably black. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Change cars. What is that little symbol? What does that symbol mean, Squeeze? Before Friday. I don't know. But I'm about to get out of here. Thanks for chatting with me. I'll see y'all later. I don't know when I'm gonna be live again. I'm just getting used to it. Sometimes I'll be having topics I want to talk about. Sometimes I just be getting on here chatting. So if you're around, Squeeze, tap in. Bye, you guys. Thanks for tapping in. Have a good day.